Just give me a few moments. Okay. I'll go ahead and share my screen on the platform just so you guys can see everything I'm doing. Screen. Okay, so first of all, thank you guys so much for hopping on our live stream. Hopefully this will be super helpful for you guys. Most of you are probably just getting started with BHuman and trying to figure out how to navigate our platform and create your campaigns and all that. So I'll kind of just give like a pretty simple walkthrough of the platform. And usually that's the most helpful because when you're just starting, you're going to do the most simple things usually. But I'll go over like all our new updates as well. We have a lot of new updates and things going on. And then I'll also answer all your questions in the chat. So make sure to just ask as we go and I'll check it out here and there. Okay, so let me just go over, first I'll start with some filming guidelines. So what you want to do is you want to just keep in mind all these filming guidelines so that you are happy with your video. When you're first getting started, usually people are just like doing really quick test videos, which is great because you want to just get it going quickly to see how everything works. However, usually, when you're getting started and you make a super short video, you're not really following the guidelines, so then you'll kind of get a result of your video not being the best, and you will feel like maybe the system doesn't work, but that's just because you're not following the guidelines. Usually when you follow the guidelines and film your videos the way you're supposed to, like, you will get good results. So first thing is we recommend being about 4 feet away from the camera. I personally like to be further away, and that's mainly because our face cloning model, it is really amazing right now the way it is, but we are coming out with a more advanced one, where you can't even tell the difference. But until that one's out, you have to make sure you're like far away enough from the camera. As well as lighting, you have to make sure you have kind of lower lighting. So right now, for instance, my lighting's pretty bright and aesthetically pleasing. I have a window kind of like right in front of me over here. So we usually wouldn't recommend this lighting. Sometimes it can work. It totally depends on the person's face and, the type of lighting you have, but usually what works best is lower lighting. I always find the easiest thing for me is to find a spot where I can just kind of go in front of a window or doorway area, because then, you have the bright lighting behind you and your face is a little bit darker, so you usually won't even notice your mouth movement being a little weird. And again, these are just workarounds until we get our amazing model out soon. It should be out super soon. We're really excited for it. Another way to not worry about your mouth movements is literally just using background mode, because then, of course, your picture video of yourself will just be super small in the corner, like a Loom recording. So you won't even have to worry about your mouth movement that way. Another thing that people ask a lot about is sound. So what happens right now is the voice cloning happens straight from the video you film. So we used to have it a different way where you had to like train your voice and all that. Now it's much simpler, where you simply film your video and the AI does the magic for you. And it doesn't happen once, it happens with every new video you create. So it all matches perfectly together. But with that in mind, because it's cloning straight from the video that you're filming, you want to make sure that your video is long enough. So, sometimes a 10-second video does work good, but if you're just like not liking the results, then just film a little bit longer because then our AI will have more to pull from. Um, so that's one thing that we see a lot. And then the other thing is just making sure that you're filming in a quiet space. So, choose a room with no echo. If you want to film outside, which could be super cool, and we've seen people do it successfully, you just want to make sure, it's not too windy, there's not too many cars or different background noises, birds, just because we're pulling the cloning. I don't know how to say that. We're pulling the data from our video that we just filmed. So that's to keep in mind. I think that's about it for just standard filming guidelines. The other thing is when you're just starting, you may feel a little overwhelmed or confused because it's just a completely new thing that we're all learning. And I think that it's way easier than we make it. When I first started learning all of this myself, I was very like, oh my gosh, how am I going to learn all this? I've never done anything like this, but it's way easier than you're making it. Once you find like your perfect spot to film in, then you just always have that spot and you make new videos all the time. Super simple. Okay, let me get into just a super easy little walkthrough so you guys can see how simple everything is. So, let me go to show you like a normal campaign, what that looks like. So this would be like your end result of a campaign. Let me go to what it looks like inside a campaign. Okay. So after you make your video, you'll be here on the like transcript page. So this video was a video that I uploaded, so that would be advanced mode. Um, difference between easy mode and advanced mode. I'll show you easy mode on here after I show you this, but easy mode is pretty much always filmed on the platform. Anything else, anything that you're uploading will always be advanced mode, which means you need to say hi name in your video. You can also film on the desktop with advanced mode. You just need to make sure you're saying hi name or whatever your variable is. Whereas easy mode, you don't have to say anything. You simply just continue your script after you hear a beep, and then we put the hey name before the beep. I'll show you guys easy mode after this, but just an FYI. So this is what advanced mode would look like. Your transcript would appear here, and then you would highlight your variable. So it also with advanced mode, you could do more than one variable. You could do we love company, I see you're at school, just different things like that. One thing to keep in mind with advanced mode is just making sure that your variable is in a super short phrase. So say you wanted to do a company name, you can't do this big run-on sentence and throw in a variable in there. You want to have something super short like we love company. And people kind of mess that up all the time. So I just want to emphasize that in this live stream to help you guys get started. And on top of that, you just want to make sure you have like a pause before and after your short phrase. So, pause, we love company, pause, then continue script. I like to say like one Mississippi in my head. Something along the lines of that is a good little time slot. You can have a longer sentence than we love company, but the AI will replace that whole short phrase. So you probably want it shorter. Usually it just doesn't look as natural if it's longer. The other thing is if you have no pausing in your script, like if I just said, hi name, I'm Julia and I was assigned as your BHuman success agent. then it would probably fail to generate, or it would pull more words than you're wanting, because it's going to replace the whole short phrase. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so anyways, here I highlighted name, and then you name it name. Your campaigns using this will appear here if you're going back to it. And then you can always sample a video right here, preview sample, and then you put in your name, and that's where that will appear. So that's just helpful before making a campaign. Using your credits and generating videos, that's helpful to just see what it looks like and make sure that you want to move forward with it. Or if you want to do another one, then that's fine too. Then let me show you, I'll go back to like the end result of the campaign. So that one I actually used background mode. So sorry, I just went to the wrong thing. Let me show you the step that I wanted to show you. Campaigns using this May 10th. Okay. So this is where you would upload like your CSV, connect your data. We have Google Sheets and MailChimp coming soon. I don't believe those are out yet. CSV and Zapier are available to click here now. So CSV, that's usually what people are doing. Upload a CSV, then it would appear here, and you have like your name column, email column, phone column, website column. And then Zapier, we have a updated Zapier tutorial, I think, coming soon on our YouTube channel. But we do have like the Zapier tutorial from our old UI that really applies to this UI, maybe a few differences, but if you have like Zapier questions, just email help@BHuman.ai or chat us on the live chat and we'll help you. Usually I have to go to our team and ask them some questions about Zapier just because you can do so many different things with it. So you always have to get pretty specific with it. So if you're having any questions about that, just email us or chat us. What you would do after you upload the CSV would be to map your column headers to video variables. So in this case, I'm just personalizing my name. So I would do choose a variable and then click name. Obviously, all this would be clickable when we're creating our campaign. It's just because I already created this one. And then we have background mode right here. So what I did was I did a website for the whole video. So let me show you what that looks like. So you want to do, you can choose right here like direct link to image or video, public website to screenshot. That's usually a good, I think that's what I did for this one, just screenshot of a public website. And then how do you want your video to show? In a circle, in a square, green screen. That shows right now that it's available. I don't think it's finished yet, so stay tuned for like a tutorial on doing that, but a lot of people have been requesting that, so that will be really cool. Usually most people click the circle because it looks like a Loom recording, so we like that. And then you could do show throughout the entire video, or you can edit like the timing. So this is really special because you can add different backgrounds. So if you want to do like first 5 seconds this website, then 10 to 15 seconds I just want my pitch deck showing. So you can get creative with that. And then right here would say generate videos, and that's where you would generate them. One thing to emphasize in your CSV, you just want to make sure you name your name column name, email column email, phone number column phone, website column website. Once you're done generating everything, your thumbnail, Vimeo, GIF, download, all those will appear in your CSV as well, and you can actually download it too. So what would happen is you would see everything here. You'd see all your videos generating right here. I only have 2 for this example. I'll show you guys what mine looked like. Oops, I'm gonna do a Vimeo link. Okay, let me show you my Vimeo screen. Okay, so I'll play this for you guys. Hi, Taylor. I'm Julia, and I was assigned as your BHuman success agent. Now, that means I'm your personal. Okay, so as you could tell, it just looks like a loom circle. You're small right there. You don't really notice the mouth. This is honestly like a pretty old video that I did on the old UI, so I probably wouldn't use this one. I'd probably make a new, better one, better sound and the look of it and everything, but just as an example to show you guys. And then I just have Revolve's website right here, a shopping website. And yeah, and then, you know, if you wanted to change your background, then say at 10 seconds, then it changed to your pitch deck or a LinkedIn, and so on. So let me go back to BHuman. Okay, so that's what that will look like. And then you also have like your direct download link here, GIF download. And then this is where you would share your videos from the platform. So if you weren't doing Zapier and you were just sending a batch from BHuman itself, this is where you would do it. We have email and texting. So email, super simple. For emails and phone numbers, you want to make sure in your settings that you add those. So in your settings, it will show email access and then phone numbers right here. So as you could see, you just add your emails. You just type from email, reply to email, your address, and you click add email and it will like appear right here. Phone number is kind of the same thing. And then for your phone number, it will create a new phone number for you, but it will, like any replies you get will be received to that number that you put in. So you just want to make sure you put those in your settings first, because then nothing would, you couldn't select anything right here. So this is email. So we'll do email we like to send from would be Julia BHuman. And then these buttons right here that you see like in the subject and the body, you want to make sure you put in those buttons. So for instance, you want to say, hey, name, and then as good like clickbait, you want to say just filmed this video for you. And then right here, delay between emails, we recommend 10 to 60 seconds. I usually just put 15. Body, same thing as subject. So you want to do hey, name, and then like check out this quick video I made for you. And then you would just want to make sure you link the video. If you want to add the GIF, you know, website, whatever you want to add, just make sure that you put that in there, especially the video. Otherwise, no one will receive your video and they'll just get like a blank message. So yeah, that's how that works. And then one important thing to mention too is you want to send yourself a sample email before sending it to your whole list, to just make sure it comes through correctly, like everything looks good. And then same thing applies for text. So select the sending phone number, select the number you want to forward applies to also. And then the body of the text, same thing. Hey, name, check out the video, whatever your message is. And then you could do a sample SMS as well before sending it to your whole list. And then we have MailChimp coming soon right here. We have API access. You could download your CSV. So that's what I was mentioning earlier, that all your links for like your videos, Vimeo links, thumbnails, etc. all be in your CSV, so you could just download it and then use it however you want to. Um, Leader is our LinkedIn automation, which actually should be, I thought it was already live. I know they're just like fixing a few more things. So that's one thing I wanted to mention in this live stream is that Leader is like available today, tomorrow. So we're super excited about that. Will be so easy and helpful for you guys to use for LinkedIn messaging. We get asked all the time when that's going to be out, and so it should be out like today or tomorrow. They're doing like the final touches. Okay, so let me just check the questions, the chat right now, because I've been talking for a while. Okay. Um, Someone is asking about updates, which I have a little list on my phone to just go through with you guys. So, like I just mentioned, Leader is the LinkedIn automation for LinkedIn messaging. So that I thought it was honestly out already, but I think it's just they're finishing the final touches. It should be out like tonight, tomorrow, and you'll be ready to go. And so stay tuned for a tutorial on that. I'll probably show it next week in the live stream. Um, New and improved transcription. So this is so helpful because some things on our transcription were just not the most user friendly. And now it's so much easier and smoother. So you guys should enjoy that. Teams feature is back. So Teams feature is amazing because you'll get your coworkers or clients, on your uh, account, and then you guys can, create campaigns together and all of that. Um, Only thing to mention about the Teams feature is to just make sure that whoever you're inviting, um, you want to make sure that they have a free plan with BHuman, or else they won't like come up in our system. So you just add them in settings. Let me see if I could show you guys. So you click on team right here, and then this is where you would add a team member right here. But like I was saying, if you add someone's email right here and they're not coming up, it's probably because they didn't create a free account with us. So just make sure that they do that first, and then you should be good to go. Um, Persona. Persona is like our live person chat box. So say you're on like a shopping website and you needed to talk to a customer service person instead of using like a live chat like we usually see nowadays, you can actually have like a face-to-face conversation. Um, Definitely check it out. I think we have some more information on that on our YouTube, and I think it is $9 extra a month. But this is where you see it. You just click Persona right here. And I know that there's like big updates with Persona to come, um, just making it better, but it is awesome how it is right now too. It's just more in the beginning stages. Um, GIFs are pretty new. Um, so just a fun way to spice up your messaging. And then we have API documentation is like always being improved. Um, and the other thing is we added a bunch of languages now with voice cloning, which is amazing because for so long you were only able to clone your voice with English. So now, let me go to the list of languages. We have German, Polish, Spanish, Italian, French, Portuguese, and Hindi. So finally, you can now make videos with your voice clone in those languages. Um, the other update coming is manual recording. We have been so close to getting that live. It should be live by the end of this week, I want to say. It's like super close, but manual recording is great because sometimes you just are like, you know what? I just want to manually record my variables so I know that they sound perfect. So you can just manually record the variable instead of using your voice clone. This is also great for people with accents. We've gotten a lot of people with accents, just they've been requesting manual recording for a while. So really excited to get that back. The other thing with it that is great is that when you start to manually record names or different variables, they'll be saved in your account. So you won't have to re-record names that repeat because many names repeat, obviously. So that's good. And yeah, those are about all of our updates. Um, Let me just check in. Okay, so I forgot to show you guys easy mode too. So I'll do that. Um, oh, someone asked, is it possible to link this with Go High Level? Yes, 100%. I don't know a tutorial on that, but if you email me after, I'll send it to you because I think I have a tutorial on that. Like a link that I can send you. So email help@bhuman.ai after. I'll send it to you. Is there an efficient way to audit the AI pronunciations of the variable words in mass so that we don't send something that is messed up? I'm not sure what you're asking. I think you're asking like to not send videos that you don't like, but you can always watch them before you decide to send them. Sorry if I'm not understanding that. Um, Feel free to ask it again. Um, and Planet Moolah, I'm not from England. Would love to visit there though. I'm from New York. Okay, let me show you guys easy mode really quick and then we'll finish off. So easy mode is amazing. We created it so that we created it because most people are just replacing the name variable, and that usually is enough to grab someone's attention. So what you do is click create my videos and then you do create new video, name it. So what's today's date? May 24th. And here, just want to make sure you do desktop. If you choose upload recording, that will be an advanced mode video. So we'll do desktop, and then you could choose easy or advanced mode. Oh, the other thing that I forgot to mention about languages is that you can only use languages on advanced mode. So if you're not speaking in English and you want to clone your voice, you have to use advanced mode. We'll fix that in the future, but for now, that's how it is. Okay, so easy mode. This is really cool. This is an AI script generation. So if you want to just get like a good little draft that you can read, you don't have to go word by word, but just a good draft. It's easier than coming up with your own things sometimes. So just input what you want here. And then you can always skip it as well if you're like, I know what I'm saying. So generate new scripts. Also, if you skip it, there is a thing that lets you like type your own script so you can read it as you're recording as well. So that's good. So that will just take a few moments to generate. Okay, let me go back to the questions. Okay, so Jamil says, so the problem comes in when I'm sending 500 or so emails at once. Is there an easy way to page swipe through all the videos, listening to just the variables that need listening to, not the entire video? That makes sense. That's what I mean by audit. Okay, so you mean instead of like checking every video that you like all the different names, you want to just have a way. So, okay, let me ask the founder on that if there's any way to do that. I haven't seen anyone do that. Um, but usually, you know, if you listen to a few videos and you like it, then you probably would like all the videos unless, you know, someone's name is not an English name per se. So I'll ask. Email help@bhuman.ai so that I have your email. And yeah, I want to listen to only the variables. I'll ask about that. So just email help@bhuman.ai. And I'll make sure I ask the founder just because I haven't seen anyone do that. But that is a really good idea. Okay, let me see if our script. Okay, so there'll be a few like options to choose from. Just select script. And then here is where you'll film. So again, my video probably wouldn't look that good here because I have very bright lighting. I'm pretty close to the screen for this live stream and everything. Gotta fix my hair. So what will happen is it will like start for like 1 second and then you'll hear a beep, and that's when you'll continue your script. So you don't have to say, hey name, just continue your script on what you would say after hey name, if that makes sense. So I'll show you. I came across your company and I was impressed by the work that you do. As a marketing agency, we're always on the lookout for businesses that are making a difference in their industry. And then you just want to save it. And again, my video is also super short, just for the live stream. So it probably won't turn out the best because I'm not giving our AI enough to pull from. So you just click finish, and then this is where you would do preview sample. One thing to point out on easy mode, there's no transcript that comes up because you don't need to highlight anything. We'll insert hey name without you needing to do anything. So you would preview sample like generate sample. And the variable here will always show name because that's what easy mode is for. Okay, let's see if I'm answering your question. So that would be needed because I'd be using this for domain names, which can be WRX, pronounce works. Gotcha, Tumblr, pronounce Tumblr, etc. Okay. I gotcha. Okay. So yeah, just I don't want to lose your name. So just email help@bhuman.ai. I'll ask the founder about it. Because I'm sure there's some way that we can help you with that. But I haven't had anyone ask that, so it's interesting. Okay. So that would just take a few minutes to generate. We're working on the time, the duration of our videos generating. Right now, usually for one video, it could be a few minutes, but then it does scale quickly as you increase. So, you know, it varies, but just be patient. Let me just check the chats and then think we're pretty good to go. And Jamil says, also multicultural names AI has huge problems with. Yes, totally agree. Totally get that. I've heard our AI be pretty good at different names, especially now that we have different languages. But still, you want to check every name before you're sending it. Totally get it. Okay. Okay, if anyone has any more questions, just put them in the chat right now and I'll answer them before I hop off of here. I'll stop sharing my screen. Okay. All right, I think we're pretty good with the chats, and I think I covered everything. Hopefully it was a pretty simple walkthrough and you don't feel as overwhelmed now getting started, but if you still have any questions or if there's anything I didn't cover exactly, use our live chat or email help@bhuman.ai and I'll answer, or my coworkers will answer. And we'll get everything solved for you. Oh, any update on the Zapier with background? So for using Zapier with background mode, Dawn just let me know today, actually. I think you were the person that was maybe asking in the chat. What you do is you upload your CSV like you normally would for background mode, but you would just click Zapier and you wouldn't generate any videos on our platform. It would just, as the action or zap occurs, then that's when your video would generate. Don, the founder, he told me that he is going to change it and make it more simple. But right now, that's what you have to do. Just upload your CSV as you would with like your website column or whatever column you're using. And then just don't click generate videos. Just go directly to Zapier. Hopefully you got that. Yes. Jamil said, can our organization hire you to do videos? If you mean like we have a enterprise team that handles everything for you, like white glove services where you don't have to, do much work. We kind of work with you and we do the work for you. If that's what you mean, we do have that and you can email me about that also. Hopefully that answered your question, Jamil. Okay. Oh no, just the video part. So if I could do your videos, I probably could. We have some actors that you can request. They just need to, I think right now we have like 2 celebrity actors, and they just ask that they, approve your like use case and company that you're gonna use their video for. Do have that, and then we also do offer going out and finding an actor for you. If you want to do that, it's all like custom pricing on that. Don't think it's too expensive, kind of just depends on what's going on there. But you can always just email us about that and I'll direct you to the right person. Hopefully that answered you guys' questions. I'll just give a few more moments for everyone. Just sent that email regarding Go High Level and BHuman. Good. How soon can I expect to hear something from your team? I'm the one that usually handles like our email, so I'll go to it right after this live stream and hopefully I can find that link. If I can't, I'll call the founder and see if he's available, but I'll let you know like right after this live stream. So Jamil said, okay. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, I think those are all the questions everyone has, hopefully. Thank you so much for hopping on here. I hope it was helpful. I'm very casual and real with you guys when I do these live streams because I was once just like you, where I don't even have a huge tech background. So getting started with BHuman, at first I was like, I don't know how to do all this, but it's actually super simple. And if you're ever confused, our customer support team is on all the time to help you. So you'll get your questions answered. Don't really want actors, just someone who's relaxed and smart and a bit on the younger side. Actors tend to act, which is not what I want. Oh, okay. Honestly, I'm relaxed and younger, so if you're interested, we could see what we could do for you. But just email me and I'll let you know. All right, guys, I'll see you next week.